what? Mugen makes a... Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. I hope that everyone is doing lovely on this beautiful day. I have something pretty cool to share with you guys. It was a find when I went to purchase another part. So I went to buy a Mugen wing and the person had a Mugen roll cage for sale. A roll cage, yes. I know some of you may be like, what? Mugen makes a roll cage? Yes, they do. All of the bars of this roll cage are stamped with the Mugen stamp, and there is also a serial tag. So I was really excited to find that, and I could not leave it. I could not walk away. It is a bolt-in cage. It is also made for a right-hand drive, but I'm gonna put it in my left-hand drive car. Oh well. It still functions as a roll cage. I'm pretty excited that I got it. I've never had a roll cage before, and I've been saying that I would like to put one in, and this is a good start because it is a bolt-in cage. So I'm here test fitting it today, so let me show you what it looks like. So right now I got the cage in the car and I have all the pieces bolted up except for one piece. There's one piece that goes from here and comes down and connects here. I have those back there taped on there. There's caulking or seam filler along the side of the car here. I need it to go all the way to the edge there before I drill the holes to bolt it in. See, same thing on this side. There's that glue here. Right here, there's a glob of it that needs to be scraped off enough that this can get closer to this side of the car here. So I'm gonna have to take this chunk out here so that this can slide over. And then I can drill the holes to bolt it down. As soon as I get all the holes drilled and it bolted in properly, then I'm going to go and get this powder coated. This roll cage was originally a satin black, and I'm gonna zoom in here because this is where the serial tag goes. That is the original color there, and it is a satin black. And to be very honest, this is a Mugen cage, and in my opinion, because they are so rare, I think that it should be preserved. So instead of painting it another color, I'm just gonna go back to the original satin black. So I'm basically just gonna restore it to its original color. And I'm gonna be getting it sandblasted because you can't really see it all that well, but that stamp actually says Mugen, but with the paint from the previous paintings, it has kind of filled in that spot. So this is the serial tag that was on the roll cage, and you can see it's stamped Mugen, and there is a serial number here. It says CA512. Now this, I also want to get this restored. I'm almost wondering if I could just polish it up, because this back side, you can see the raw metal there. Cage is all bolted in. That was not really fun to do that, but I got it done with the help of Sean, because you gotta bolt up top, and then there are these plates underneath that have to be bolted on as well. Don't worry about the length of the bolts because these bolts are just test bolts. I'm gonna end up getting all brand new bolts for them that fit properly. And there's that plate underneath here. And that's what that top looks like there. So all of the mounting points, including that one in the middle, have plates underneath of the car. I got this bar in. Made sure to put all of the bars on before I drilled these holes down here and put those bolts in. But everything is fitting and it's all in. And as you can see, it fits with my sunroof, which is very lovely because I was worried about that. I was worried that I might have to make a choice and either plug the sunroof or not run the roll cage. So I'm happy that that worked out and they fit. So update on trying to install this roll cage. I got everything bolted up without the dash in, but now I am in the process of cutting the dash. Yes, cutting the dash. It's very sad because I really didn't want to have to do this. I actually wanted a cage that would go around the dashboard, but because I stumbled on this Mugen Roll Cage and I just couldn't resist, I came to terms with myself that I have to sacrifice something. So yes, I am cutting the dash and I'm trying to cut it as minimally as possible. I don't want to just chop it off and, you know, have it vibrating and stuff. So I'm taking my time to try to cut like those small edges and trying to fit it. And then I'm also going to have to cut like the top of the dash because it literally goes right through the dash. But let me show you what I got going on. So here, normally it has like a side piece that comes here. And then there's a plastic cover that goes over. So, I mean, obviously I have the top off. All I really had to do is cut this piece that goes on the side here, and then the piece that goes on the side over there. So it's not really much that I cut off. Right now, the roll cage can fit with just this piece and that little piece over there cut off. And now what I have to do is I have to cut the top portion of the dash, and I've marked it out here where I have to cut. So I have to cut these little slits so that it can fit right in here. There. And on that side. Don't worry about all those lines. I know which line I need to cut, but I just need to cut those little slits and hopefully this shell can fit with the cage in. But that's the update. That's what I got going on right now. Oh, here. These are the sides that I had to cut off. So, I mean, it's not really like support. The only thing that I am sacrificing is the glove box, because this side on the passenger side that has this piece on it where that bar that goes across for the bottom of the glove box, like the flap, the bottom flap for the glove box bolts up right there. And so I am not gonna be able to run the glove box, which is actually kind of sad, but maybe I could figure out something else. Yeah, because race car, right? So I got the dash cut here and it fits. Got this side cut out too. I know this looks a little rough right now, but because I know it fits, now I can just clean this up. Still debating how I'm gonna make that look clean, but I'll figure it out. But the point is, it fits. So now that I got everything fitting, I am actually gonna take everything out, unbolt everything, and take it to be powder coated. Like I said earlier, I really want it powder coated back to its original state, which was like a satin black, like what was under this serial tag here. That's how I want it. I just really want to preserve the Mugen Roll Cage because they are very rare. So I got the roll cage back from powder coat, and I am super happy with the way that the bars came out. Like, it looks original. It looks like how this roll cage would have come when it was brand new. It's a satin slash semi-gloss, whatever you want to call it, but it looks original. And that is the look that I was going for. Right now it's not fully bolted in, I just have it sitting there. I don't have this crossbar in, and I don't have the bar that goes from there to down here. The ones for the door, like the door bars that go from there to there, I don't have those in right now either, because I'm still working on the car and I need to get in and out easily, and I don't want to be climbing over the bar. So I left those off, but I have the main ones in, and it's looking really good. Like, I'm really satisfied with how it came out, and I'm satisfied with the black. And I painted the dash frame, and I did it the satin slash semi-gloss. I actually think it's more semi-gloss because it is a little bit shiny. That came out really well also. It almost looks like the dash is a part of the roll cage because they're both black, and the dash does have this bar that goes across there. I used Pour 15, which is like a brush on rust, I forget what the word is, encapsulator. It's a rust encapsulator, which means that it seals in any rust and stops the metal from rusting again. If it's gonna get any UV light, you're supposed to use a top coat. But what I did is I used the Pour 15 underneath just to seal it for rust. And then what I did is I took a roll cage and chassis paint and I top coated that over the Pour 15. And that's what gave it that finish. The Pour 15 is gloss. It is like high gloss. It was really shiny when I was done with it, and I really didn't like it. I think that it was just too much gloss. That is why I topped it off with that stuff, and I'm really happy with the way that it came out. It is not gloss, but it still has a sheen to it, so it makes it look really nice and clean. And like I said, it actually matches with the roll cage. Like, I'm really happy with that. Like, it's looking like a car. I could actually bolt in the steering wheel right now if I wanted to, but I'm not just yet. I just don't really want the steering wheel to be in the way when I'm trying to work in here, so I'm gonna leave it off for now and put it on at a later time. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Peace! The light